Generously, the Creator gave this gift to me. Since then, I've been persistent with it, upliftment, because I'm thankful for the delivery. From start of things, prospering was a foredream. The process was exhausting as I birthed my skill and nurtured it like an offspring. No resting, I felt greatness was destined to create. The creative expression started to undergo accelerated progression. A fresh pen became my best friend, and once I embraced the connection, my affection for writing was never in question. No secret, the accolades came from frequent, and each sentence the people would seek it to see if it could equal or exceed it. Ran straight through every bar that I was faced with. Saw greatness in the distance, challenging me to a race. That's when I chased it, I caught it, wrestled it into submission. Started living with the thought of it precision. And though I'm grateful for creative thought flames I've been given to live up my standards, I became painfully driven. A blessing and a burden, the lesson here is urgent. The gift that I possess made me feel stressed and undeserving. My standard was established while the rest were just emerging. It's an endless quest to still inject a message with the wording, light a cane. No one forced me to pick up this torch, it was self-handed. Now on this lonely island of high standards, I felt stranded. The pressure quickly found my back, and upon that bad landed. I hadn't planned it to answer the contracting, the dynamic, the parameters expanding to maintain. That was relentless demand for more music and prophecy. Seeing the double came back with a vengeance like a true professional. Remain ethical, causing falling a step below. My excellent expected flow was unacceptable. Even when sleepy, I'm conceiving deeply the beat, and best would be incarcerating me. Only after the completion they released me. For decades now I wondered if I'm crazy for continuing to feed the very insatiable nature that enslaves me. What controlled me as a youngster still entraps me as I'm older. Sunlight taps me on my shoulder after collapsing in my rhyme folder to make work authentic and not fraudulent. So when anyone debates, they can present it in their arguments. A blessing is a burden, the lesson here is urgent. The gift that I possess made me feel stressed and undeserving. My standard was established while the rest were emerging. Endless quest to still inject the message in the wording, light a cane. Expecting, strengthened as my name was lifted. Crazy K came, the flames, the initial dose of praise became addictive. But to think the ego-driven absurdity, my purpose is to usurp every previous piece of work you've heard from me. So minus all excuses, no matter what I'm going through, I rack my brain to make sure I don't slack or disappoint you. Don't ever cheat my creative integrity or let one bad line leave me negative blemishes on my legacy. I stretch the boundaries to see how far I could get. Now I live with the consequences, the bar that I set. It doesn't matter the consistency, how you been. I could put out 9 albums and one day somebody gon' say, now do 10. And I did. Any drops, it hadn't been much. New artists coming every day, gotta keep up with the influx. I strain to write each word for each new ear that hears me suddenly, cause I never know which song will be the first when they discover me. This is a blessing, this is a burden. The lesson here is urgent. The gift that I possess made me feel stressed and undeserving. My standards were established while the rest were just emerging. It's an endless quest to still inject the message inside the wording. Light a cane, take this injection. Lyrical medicine.